So I just finished reading Sally Rooney's Normal People. Came highly recommended. Bunch of people, recommended it, said it was good. Nice bit of performative male reading, and yeah, I gotta say, I fucking enjoyed it so far. Um, and also, fucking the illustration on the front. Like, I feel like book covers are largely trash. Like, it's big. It's usually big title shit with like globs of color going around the thing, and it's just completely vague. It doesn't tell you anything about the nature of the book or the tone of it or anything. But I'm like, it's playful. It's intimate. It's a bit cutesy. It's a bit millennial coded. It's like perfect. This is what the book is about, and it's got a specific artist, and you can see her artwork. But anyway, going through my like review or whatever, because I haven't watched the TV show yet, I would say it's good. My only big criticism of this kind of book, similar to my criticism of what is it called, A Little Life, is, and it's not unsurprising entirely, but I feel like in romance things or even like slice of life things, the characters aren't normal. Like they always have to be quite exceptional. And I know this one is called Normal People, so it kind of implies that maybe they're not normal people. But to me, the idea seems like they're not. Their issue is that they're odd, not that they're extraordinary. But I feel like in books like this, everybody's always got to be extraordinary. Like both of the two characters are like extremely fucking smart, and that's how they even find each other. Now, none of the book spends any real time talking about the specifics of how they are smart, because obviously to write somebody like a genius, you have to kind of be a genius, and that's difficult to write. So usually what you do is you just put their thought process in a little bubble, a little black box, and you say, with this black box, which I can't tell you the inner workings of, they invented the cure to cancer. And that helps us go, okay, they're a smart character. It's, yeah, I don't know how their super speed works. They just run really fast, but here's what they did with that. Um, but in this, they connect because the jock and like the weird goth girl or whatever that everybody hates, who's also rich by the way, they're both like super smart and into literature and shit, and that's a way that they connect. Um, and I think that what's interesting about that is in books like this, often like books that are written, I haven't read enough to know this for sure to come to a. I'll let you know when once I've read more. But some of these books written by women, it's like, okay, this is a self-insert character where you've invented a scenario where you're like fucking the hot jock guy, but also you recognize that you have to kind of like rewrite him in order to make him make him have an interesting enough internal world to actually be a full character in a book. So it's like, so she's created this like weird girl who's like, doesn't quite fit in, and she's a little bit rejected. I don't know Sally Rooney. I don't know nothing about her, but I'm like, okay, this seems like a self-insert character. You know what I mean? I was weird. I wasn't quite accepted. You know what I mean? I had bangs or whatever, and that makes me weird. I was always writing to myself, and I was just so much smarter than everybody else. But the hot guy in school, the fucking jock, the popular guy, he fucking loved me. He was totally into me. This You've created this fan. It's Woody Allen, and to be fair, men been doing the same shit, but it's interesting to see women's version of like, you know, if I'm writing a story, I'm fucking nothing but the hottest dudes. But if you're doing it in a book and not a sitcom where she's going through lots of different men, you kind of can't write a jock like that without also making him like a genius Goodwill Hunting character, because otherwise you have nothing to like grab onto to go like, well, what's going on in his mind? What does he think about this romance? What's his world doing? So you create these kind of like two Mary Sue characters so that the main, or not the, because they're both main characters, but so that the woman can kind of go, yeah. And then I fell in love with the jock who was also like kind of a genius too. And so he was like really hot and everybody liked him. He was also really traditionally attractive, and he was like really popular and like really physically fit and also like incredibly fucking smart. And he fixes babies and makes chairs or whatever the fuck. So yeah. Anyway, I would say this. I give it like a 7.5 out of 10. Like I like this kind of book. I like a good, how do people interact book. Some sad tear jerky, well, not tear jerky moments, but some kind of like, ooh, heart wrenching kind of moments, moments of tenderness and sweetness. So yeah, 7.5. That's all I give it.